In 1967, Pegassi gifted us one of the greatest cars the world ever seen. The first ever mid-engined, rear-wheel drive supercar with the Monroe, and it was a brilliant machine. V12 rear-wheel drive was perfection. However, by the time the 2010s rolled around, the rear-wheel drive layout had been swapped with the four-wheel drive, and almost every one of their models was indeed four-wheel drive. And there's nothing wrong with that. The car is a very quick car, it's very good handling. You know, it's very good on, you know, loose surfaces, relative speaking. But it longs for the world of rear-wheel drive, so you can imagine my joy when I heard they were finally going back to the rear-wheel drive models of old. This is what they came up with, and that's the closest thing to a convertible stealth fighter you will ever get. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name because it's incredibly difficult to pronounce for me. However, it is very fast, and well, it's not an ugly car, is it? It's absolutely stunning. And in order to test this absolutely stunning contraption, you had to go to a racetrack, obviously, and see just how good the big Pegassi boat is around the corners. That is the sound of a naturally aspirated V10 making 750 horsepower. Oh, oh, oh. But the more impressive thing than the noise is the handling. This thing grips. This thing grips very hard. That's just absurd. It honestly feels like someone super glued my tires to the track. It gets absolutely no oversteer, no understeer. It's just an utter joy to drive, a joy around these corners. I thought the Emirates was great on the corners, and it was, but this thing brings that handling to an Italian way. And the noise. That's stupid. This should be illegal. This should not be allowed on the air. It's almost too special. It doesn't have fancy four-wheel steering or four-wheel drive. It's just good old-fashioned handling. I mean, this is rear-wheel drive. Remember that, rear-wheel drive, and I'm just getting no understeer, no oversteer. It's just a joy. Like, whoa. If I did that in any other car way too fast in that corner, I would have hit the wall. But in this, it's just perfectly happy with it. You can do whatever I want, I do not care. I'm more than perfect at this. It's a joy, an absolute brilliant machine. Now, you would think with 750 horsepower going to the rear wheels, it would be very easy to slide it around. However, that's where you're wrong, as I shall now demonstrate. Whoa. Okay, when you try and slide it around, it just jerks. It just jerks like a sociopath. Because you kick the back end and it goes, no, I'm a serious racing car, you cannot do that. And it grips and it jerks you back into line. It's neck snapping. It just doesn't slide. It's like trying to slide on sandpaper. Now, handling out of the way, let's move on to top speed, typically a very strong point for Pegassis. But I couldn't just do any old speed run, so I came here to the Fort Zancudo Air Base to have a bit of a race. And we are going to do a simple run down this runway. Now it would be boring race to just do a runway race like this, so I need opponents. Which is why I called in a friend of mine. It's called the P-45 from Novosia, from Russia somewhere. And, well, with over 2,000 horsepower through a W16 engine, it's officially recognized as the fastest propeller-driven aircraft ever made, achieving speeds of over 400 miles an hour, almost 600 miles an hour while diving. It remains a stunt plane nowadays. It used to be an old warfighter. Nowadays it does stunt shows all over the globe. And we're going to do a simple race between this and the new Pegassi. So as we line up on the start line, I went to the rules. Okay, it's a simple start. Start line 0, you run down the runway, a mile, for me anyway, and then I turn around and go back another mile. For him, he has to fly up a mile in the sky, and then turn around and fly another mile back. First one to cross the line the other direction is the winner. It's pretty simple. Now it's time for our race. 3, 2, 1. We're off, go, accelerations. He's off to a slow start in the mirror. He's off to a very slow start, but he is starting to pick up speed. Come on. We need to get as much lead as we possibly can. Oh, he's going now. Holy crap, he's taken off. Oh my god, that's a steep dive. Where is he gone? He's gone up into heaven somewhere. Oh, Jesus. That's freaking fast. We're gonna need to stretch your legs hard. Come on! 120, 130, 140, 150. That's 160. Come on, 170. In a convertible, that's very fast. 180. Where's the braking zone? I need to find the braking zone. Brake! Darn! That's as late as I dare. Go now! Power! And he was starting his descent as well. I have no idea where he is. Am I on the lead? Am I not on the lead? Who knows? I'm half a mile away. Come on. Oh, I hear him. Where is he? Oh, he's right there. Oh, crap. Go. Come on. Please. No. Ah. Damn it. That's really irritating. That's extremely irritating. Okay, so it may not be as fast as a fighter plane. I think that's fine, because truth be told, it looks better than a fighter plane, it sounds better than a fighter plane, and it handles, I would argue, better than a fighter plane. Not having any fighter plane experience, but it does feel like it's on rails. And you can't say that about a plane, alright? You can't say a plane is on rails. This thing is a joy. An absolute brilliant pleasure to drive. It's not the fastest, it's not the quickest around the corner, it's not the best accelerating. It just perfectly epitomizes what a car should feel like when you drive it. I'm sure it costs $2 million, but that's a small price to pay for beauty and handling.